Hey guys, how's everybody doing today? Just waiting for it to come up on my other screen to show that I am actually live. So how is everyone today? So today is Saturday. Sorry it took me so long and everything. I actually just got home from the veterinarian's office like a half an hour ago. Got home long enough to try and get the puppies all fed and water. And they're all feeling like a little like ugh right now because they all got shots today. Got their first round of shots. I see that, Michelle. So we got Auntie Donna's first one here. It's 6 hours early. Me and her both got a laugh out of that one this morning. And then we got Michelle and Melanie and Auntie Patricia. I hope Mr. Dan feels a lot better. Then we got Fabric Magician Annette. And let's see, Don Stewart. And Vintage Joe. Good morning, sweetheart. And Anita. And let's see. So far, it looks like that's it. Okay. So we are going to be working on more of these. I cannot wait to get these flying geese blocks done, guys. 1 or 2 flying geese. It's okay. Whatever. It is what it is. 38 of them. Ugh. Hey, Janet. How you doing, sweethearts? So I actually bought myself a small little cutting mat over here. So now I got my wool press mat right here, right by my iron. And I got myself a small little, see, it's like a 9 by 12 cutting mat. It's a self-healing cutting mat. I got it off of Amazon. So that way there's got a small cutting mat right here to use instead of trying to finagle the other one all the time. Let's see. Hey, Jamie, how you doing? Yeah, I'm not really a fan of flying geese. No, I guess probably because a lot of it has to do with the fact that I was never really great at it. And when you're doing an FPP version, feels like it takes forever. But it's the only way I know I can be able to get my proper seams and everything lined up perfectly for this. And since this is a customer quilt, I want it to be beautiful. So this is the block I'm doing, which you will see some already done up over here. And that's the way I'm going to lay them out on the quilt, be going all the way around it. So this is the paper piece here. And I need a total of 38 blocks. I feel like I'm going to be doing this for the rest of my life. I'm telling you right now. Okay, so if you try and download, sorry about my Band-Aid. I kind of decided to try and, I thought it was a good idea if instead of cutting the fabric with my fabric scissors earlier, you know, like these nice, big, huge, sharp scissors, instead of cutting my fabric earlier, I kind of like this right here down under my finger, made a nice, big, huge V cut out. Hey, Sylvia, how you doing? Say hello, everybody, for a bit. It's a busy Saturday. Yes, girl. That's the whole reason why I'm late doing my show today. But I'm like, I can't go without doing my show. I gotta be here. I'm like, y'all love it when I come on. I love it when I come on. I feel out of place whenever on the days that I do miss my live streams. I'm like, no. Give me back my peoples. Let's see. I like the 4 at a time method the best. Yeah, me too. I just could not seem to get mine to line up properly. I couldn't get just the perfect measurement and everything to line up properly, so that's the reason I went with the foundation paper piece method. Wish I could have got that to work, because I tried. I tried and tried and tried. I'm like, it was just like, nope, not doing it. No way, Jose. But as long as it gets done and it looks good, that is all that matters to me. Good afternoon, Miss Nancy. How you doing? How's the hubby? Let's see, I just need to turn on my iron. It's always a good thing to get it turned on before you need it, so that way there it's already heated. Bad to know. I never did order these tips. Yeah, it works, but just gotta fight with it a little bit. Need a new tip for mine. Tish, tish, tish. Let's see. Hello, Miss Linda Evans. How you doing? Dropping in for a visit, she says. Hubby is good, resting. Awesome sauce, Miss Nancy. I agree, Donnell. FPP way for accuracy. Yes. I love the 4 at a time. I actually tried it. And as long as I was not trying to get it to be 100% completely accurate, my first few times trying it, it was fine. But, you know, you can't win at everything. So I was like, we're just gonna do FPP. I'm like, it's okay because it's gonna come out gorgeous. And that's all that matters. Probably best if I turn it around the right way. Quit fighting with me. Why must you fight? And oh my gosh, you guys should have seen it. Wait till you see pictures. Those babies absolutely loved their car ride. Wasn't a big fan on the way back. I think it was because of the vaccination kicking in a little bit and everything. Poor little Chewy got a little on the nauseated side. He's in there laying down resting with his daddy right now. Luna Bell is laying down sleeping as well. Mommy's poor babies. I already told the guys, I'm like, they're going to want to just lay around today and not do much. I'm like, so we'll just keep it a nice, quiet, calm day today. Let's see. Not so bad. Seems to have improved. Cutting leftover scraps into strips, triangles, squares. Awesome sauce. Let's see here. Michelle, thought I saw you. Annette, we are doing the same thing. Annette says, it takes me forever, but can't stand not organizing it. Yeah, I'm working on getting everything organized for myself. It's going to take me quite a while because my room's a disaster. It literally looks like if a tornado went off in my room. But there's only one way of getting it organized. Getting busy doing it. So, yeah. What did I do wrong here? That's enough coverage. Okay. Just looking really bad for a second. I'm like, ooh, what did I do? Hey, Cherie, how you doing, honey? Let's see. Do. Well, we're off for the march. Be well, everyone. You too, sweetheart. Have a safe day. Safe and wonderful. Let's see. I just love playing with the fabric, any fabric. Yes. Most definitely. playing with fabric is amazing. Like, I feel like if I could be so awesome working in a fabric shop, but it would not be rewarding financially. Hey Rita, how you doing, honey? So how many of these blocks do you guys think I can do in one live stream? Last couple times I've done a live stream, I only done like, man, poopykins. Come on, let go. Okay, we made it to the next scene, so I'm not going to stress over it. Let's see. Can you say spent my paycheck on fabric? Yeah, I would. Hello, Miss Linda. How are you doing today? How's the business and the boat doing and all? Since morning playing with fabric. Can you do? Hello, Donnell and everyone. This is my first day back to paper piecing and quilting, and it feels good. Just going to take a break and watch so I don't get tired. No worries at all. Yes, definitely take your time. No stress. If it's stress, put it down and walk away. I came close to losing my tip on that arrow. Let's see. I would say depends on long live stream is. So my live stream would be an hour and a half. Figure I'll stream until 4:30. So based upon that, take a guess in the chat. 1 to 5. How many of these do you think I'll get done within an hour and a half? That is the big question of the day. And for anyone that is in either the Renegades, the Squirrels, or my group, may have already seen the pictures I posted last night, but I could not wait until the next step to see what one of my blocks would look like for the block we're doing to honor Donna Jordan. So I had to try and go ahead and do up one of mine completely. And I absolutely love it. I got the light pink as the accent color, and my background color is this gray. So I got one block completely done last night, and I had to complete it. So I just I was dying to see what it would look like. My husband came in here like 3 times going, are you coming out to spend my birthday with me or what? I'm like, I'm coming. Alrighty. Let's see here. Hey, let's see. I already said hi to Rita. And hello there, Miss Nancy. Yeah, walk away or walk around in the sewing room. Definitely. Hey, Katie. How you doing, honey? And see here. Rita says 3. Nanita says 3. Dawn says 2. Annette says, I was going to say 10. Might be overachieving on that one. Let's see. Cherie says 5. Linda says 5. Melanie says 4. Kate says 3. Janet says 4. One thing I would is trim that paper a little on each side. It will make it a bit easier to put it under the needle. Yeah, I probably should. Only thing is I don't really have much room on the sides to trim, only on the top and bottom. Because it's going to be an 8.5-inch finished square, or unfinished. You know what I mean. Yep. Yeah, unfortunately, I was already trying to figure out a way of making it a little less big of a piece of paper to go underneath here, but there's really no good way of doing it, so. But that's okay. I see, very pretty with those colors. Thank you, Cherie. Let's see. It is also going to depend on how much you actively sew versus the great chatting we all do during live. It is hard to sew and read chat at the same time during live. Yes, it is. I always wind up getting all distracted because I like having conversation with you guys. And if I don't get anything more than one done during my life, then that's okay because I'm here to hang out with you guys. Get work done too, but also here to hang out with you guys. Just trying to get it folded up at the creases up here where they crisscross at, that I can see. Visually lining it up and crisscrossing to make sure I got it. Just fun and dandy, up high enough, and all the other good stuff. Let's see. I see now. Sorry. No worries, hon. Yeah, I sew through the paper just because it's easier for me. I'm like, yeah, it takes some extra steps of tearing the paper off then. And I tried doing it without it. It just felt all like, I don't know, it felt like almost like a dog wearing booties type of feeling for me. Very awkward. So I said, maybe one of these days I'll go back and try that again. But right now, I'm just going to do this. Like for now, I'll do it this route. So what is everybody else doing today? What are you doing? How you been? Where you going? Any good deals lately? Spill the deets. Let's see here. Working on a baby quilt, not the sails. Yeah, I still got a few more orders to finish up so I can get them out the door. But then I'll be all caught up. Let's see. Hey, Nikki, how you doing, honey? I ain't seen you in a little bit, I think. Could be wrong, but I believe it's been a little bit since I've seen you. How are you doing? Hope everything is okay. Let's see. Nikki says, I'm going to attempt to make a spring table runner. Awesome sauce. Well, I wish you the best of luck with it, and I hope it turns out beautiful. Let's see, it's been a bit. Hubby is on the mend. That is amazing. So happy to hear that, sweetheart. Alrighty. So, did you guys feel all out of sorts today since Sean and myself both were not live this morning? I know I felt weird not going live. I thought for a split moment yesterday, I thought about going early, like earlier than my normal. And since Sean wasn't going live, but I was like, I already got to take a trip with 3 puppies in the car with my husband and son. And I was expecting wild, crazy puppies and everything. They were actually really, really good. It was like zero stress with the puppies in the car. We brought along a bunch of pee pads, laid down the entire back of my Cadillac with the pee pads, just in case they had to go potty or got car sick or anything like that, which I'm glad we did because poor little Chewy got car sick, which is okay because, he's fine. I don't know if it was car sick or because he was fine on the way there. So it may have just been from the shot, from his vaccine. My vet said it has tummy a little, which is okay. He's fine now. He's just in there resting with it beside of his daddy. Yep. Hey. Yeah, I had my son go out and lay down because I'm like, okay, my Cadillac would be a way better to do this in than my husband's pickup truck. Because in my Cadillac, I can lay down one side of my back seat, and that way they can be able to stretch out, walk around. We got pee pad. We did like double layer pee pads to make sure that nothing got on my car. I'm like, no going pee-pees and poo-poos in mommy's car. And they were all such good babies. Luna actually held her bladder all the way until we got home. Let's see. What I decided to do is a chevron herringbone quilt. So much fun. But making it in a chevron, I am having fun just cutting all the pieces. Awesome. Yes, it was weird. Sean did a short but not going live. Yep. I seen that. Plus, he did try and release one of his videos. He did do a video. I think that's a short that you're referring to. Duh. And, let's see. Yep, he did a short, which he told me yesterday he was probably gonna do up a short real quick. And because it's funny because he messaged me because we always text each other on Fridays, saying Happy Fridays, make sure we survived the week, and checking up on each other and all, see how we are both doing. And I told him that I wasn't going to be live at my normal time this morning because the puppies had a veterinarian appointment because they needed to go get their very first wellness visit as well as get their first round of vaccines. And they only got the distemper on this visit because they're not going to be going to like doggy daycare or groomers or dog park or anything like that. So I'll do all the grooming myself. Because I know how to do that stuff. So unless they need their glands expressed, then I'll take them to the vet for that. Because that part I'm not doing. That's gross. See, Scraps Concord, been working on it since noon now to put the blocks together into a quilt top. Awesome sauce. Nikki says, wow, that's awesome. My two dogs are all over my truck when they ride with me. Well, this was their first time, other than when we brought them home. This was their first time. Hey, Deb, how you doing, Giggles? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, poor Chewy. He's okay, though. He came home and ate lunch, so he's good. I'm like, if he eats lunch, he's okay. See, I got tired of going through expense of the disposable potty pads, so make them from fleece and so much easier for the pocketbook. Yeah, I actually bought reusable ones, and so that way they're just machine washable. They have a nice rubber grippy bottom that grips the floor, so it makes it harder for them. Not impossible, because they still manage it, but it makes it harder for them to move the pads so freely. But they're nice and thick. They don't leak through, and they're just super nice. And they got cute little designs on them. Like some of them have little paw pads on it. Let's see. I just go to feed store and get the 5-in-1 vaccine. Yeah, Donna was just telling me about that earlier too. Didn't even know that. But I like to have. I mean, they had not seen the vet yet, and they're little puppies, so I like to stay in tune and try and just have the vet take a look at them, make sure everything's good, and just like with us and everything, we are always in good health and everything and all, as long as we stay up to tune with doing checkups and stuff like that. That way, there it keeps us all doing nice and happy, good, and go lucky, and all this other stuff, and you know. Oh, that one's cutting it close. Okay, time to shave off the sides a little. Be right with you in just one moment. If you have not already done so, make sure you change your blade and your rotary cutter and your needle and your sewing machine. All that good stuff. That way they get nice, even, crisp cuts. Let's see. I have 5 dogs and 2 of them are older, so they have accents. So the fleece ones I can just wash and be done with. Yes, very much, very, very true. My dogs and cats all get a wellness checkup with a vet, and of course the vet has to do the rabies vaccine. Yep. Yeah, my vet was actually pretty good and everything. He only charged, um, like for all 3 of them, it was very, very reasonable. Hey, Regina, how are you doing, honey? Thank you for coming in and hanging out with us. But yeah, um, so the office visit and vaccinations and everything for all 3 puppies were very reasonable for me today. And I mean, I'm talking like $180 for all 3. And then my husband already said the next time that they go next month when they go to get their next round of vaccines, because they got to get their booster for distemper. So when they go for that, then they will then he'll try and pick up the bill for that one. So I'm like, okay. He said that way there won't be all on me, which is really sweet of him. He says a softie. Which was actually cheaper today than what I expected, because I was actually thinking it was probably gonna be about $240 between all 3 of them, but it wasn't. So I got lucky. I'm happy because I saved money. Money, money, money. More money for fabric. Okay, just gotta press these and then what? And then trim away any excess paper. And Wednesday, I will be working on a red, white, and blue quilt that I'm making for a family member. So make sure you come back and stay tuned for that, because this is actually one that Tiffany had inspired me to do and everything when she did the pattern. It was oh shoot, I can't remember what it's called, what she called it and everything. I've seen it called so many different things. Seen it called chain link, Celtic link, so many different things. But it is, let's see. But it's this design right here that I'm going to be doing up on Wednesday night. So make sure y'all come back for that, because that's going to be a lot of fun to do. I'm actually going to get started on it today, because I still got to finish cutting the white fabric, because it's going to be red, white, and blue. So the rings are going to be red rings and blue rings, and then the white background, and the white is a tone-on-tone white stars. Let's see, that's a good price for 3, right, Nikki? Yeah, the vet I take my dogs to, they are really, really phenomenal with the dogs. And they don't believe in price gouging. Like, they even ask you, okay, is your dog going to be going to the groomers or the dog park or a kennel or anything like that? Because if not, then they don't feel like you should be getting certain vaccines that are not required if they're not going to be exposed to all these other stranger dogs. So, and that's one thing I really truly love, is that they don't believe in giving your animal something that they don't really actually need. And I am going to be getting some videos recorded for you guys. So just stay tuned. That is coming. Let's see. I pay about the much for all 5 dogs, so it is a reasonable price. Plus, we had the 3 big dogs chipped. Yep, I still decide on whether I want to get mine chipped or not. Probably though. I am back, had early dinner, and now I had to clean kitchen, making old-fashioned egg custard. Ooh. Hello, Miss Brenda. How are you doing? Yes, girl. I'm making a whole flock of them. A flick a flock. So we have another square done. Let me go ahead and get this one hung up. Move those boxes over there out of my way. There we go. Woohoo! I'm getting there. Ooh, sweet. And I only did that in 38 minutes. That was with a whole lot of talking, too. Let's see. That's what we paid for our 2, and they didn't get the lepto, aka kennel call shot either. Yeah, I'm like, I don't really see a reason to get shots that are not needed. I'm like, yes, if they are going to be exposed, then yes, go ahead and give them the shot. But if they're not, then why bother? From how quiet it is in there, I went and doubted if my husband, son, and all 3 puppies were sleeping. I have to do a total of 38 of these, Kate. Which would be a border on all 4 sides of the quilt. And then I'll be doing a smaller solid black border going on the outside of that. And then after that, I'll be ready to send the quilt top off to Donna with Handmade by Ying, and she's going to get this quilted up for me because she is so amazing. Well, her and Janet both, but I already got a couple of quilts I need to send to Janet. Let's see. Good job. Your blocks look great. Thank you, Miss Brenda. How have you been, by the way, ma'am? Let's see. And then, of course, because you're welcome. And of course, because the vet office that we take our little puppies to and everything is right by the cider mill, then of course we gotta stop off on the way home to go by the cider mill to pick up some apple cider and and donuts and all that good stuff. Have to do this. It's became a tradition that when we go out that way, because it's like a 45-minute drive for us. So when we go out there, we have to stop. It's become a tradition where we always stop and get cider and donuts. And they got some homemade relish from their crops that they make. So that my husband and son absolutely love because it's hot, spicy relish that they love so much. So I'm like, y'all do your thing. I do mine. Everybody happy. Maybe the smaller one would be better. Hey, let's see. So is anybody else doing this block with me? Just curious if anyone else is doing the block with me at all. If not, that is totally fine. Let's see. Nikki says, thanks, Melanie. He needs new clothes. He lost so much weight, but he's been eating more. Thank God. Yes. I know a lot of people have had a lot of health issues lately. Hey, Miss Dragonfly. It's for Donna. How you doing, honey? How you doing? I seen your message earlier on my previous video, and I am going to be working on that for you. On getting a video out for it. Just want to let you know, I did see that and commented back on it, but I will be getting busy working on that. Just got to get a few things done up, and then I can do that for you. I actually just got my Dusty Rose Clue 9 in today. I'm super excited. Let's see, working on paper piece blocks, each take an hour to complete. Yes, girl. I'm actually surprised I got through that first one so quickly. Knock on wood that this one goes quick too. I would like to be able to complete more than just one block on a live stream. The last couple of times I only did one, and I'm like, like if I can start making some progress, maybe I can actually start feeling a little bit more positive on this. You're welcome. Yeah, I've actually had a few ideas tossed out to me, so I'm going to be working on getting those recorded and getting them posted. The shorts I'll probably do today. It's like one or two of the videos are going to be shorts. Okay, looks like one's going to be a short. And the other two will be actual videos, but that's okay. So the flying geese, so the paper is actually paper I bought. Let me see where I put that. Here or, yep. So this paper is the Carol Dokes Foundation paper. Comes in a pack of 100 sheets of 8.5 by 11. I buy this off of Amazon. And I love it. It's the main thing I use. And it's recycled newsprint. So I absolutely love it. And the pattern itself, I got off my EQ8 after I done had fixed up the measurements how I wanted it and everything. And then I just printed out on my LaserJet printer. You could also print it out on an inkjet. It's just, I use LaserJet for most of my printing needs, unless it's something that I can't use LaserJet, then we use our inkjet. Let's see. Have you pre-cut all your pieces? That always helps. Yes. So all my pieces have been pre-cut. I got my green triangles, my yellow triangles, and then I did 3-inch strips. These are actually like 2.5 inch, but I did 3-inch just to give me some buffer room. I always like having that little bit of buffer, just in case. My watch is over here going, you need to get up and walk. It's like, no, I've been up moving around all day long. You need to sit down, chill out, watch. Like, mind your business. Okay, let's see. It'd always be better to make them a tad larger. Yes. Let's see here. And I was looking earlier about getting a thread cutter, replacing that thread cutter blade for my machine. Just gotta get that done up and everything. I get that ordered so I can be able to start doing the thread cutting, which will make the end and beginning stitching or the ending stitching of this so much easier. Just gotta get the little replacement blade that goes in here, because then my thread cutter will work. Ooh. So let's see here. How many people in here guessed 2 would be completed today? How many people guessed I would complete 2? I don't recall how many it was. I probably should have had someone come on with me to help read the chat while I am busy sewing. But, you know, it is what it is. And I did order myself some of those comic book boards, so that way there I can start getting my fabrics in here all organized and together and all, which would be so much nicer. A little bit more organization in here, which would be wonderful, because it's so hard to be creative in chaos. And I'm normally okay with chaos, but lately I'm like, I need some reorganization going on. Let's see, I missed the announcement about the pups. Were they adopted by you, or do you have a dog that had them? Oh, okay. So, Miss Donna, we had to, about a month and a half ago, we had no choice but to put Loki down. His dementia and everything has started progressing, as well as he started having issues with holding himself up, even for like 5 minutes to eat with his hind legs. So we had decided it was time. And then the very next day, my husband's like, let's go take a look at these puppies. And if you don't want to get any, you don't have to. So we went to go look. And I'm like, I don't think I'm going to want to get any puppies. I don't know. I'm like, we'll see. I'm like, I'm still hurting really badly over Loki. Well, I got there, and little Miss Lunabelle warmed my heart so much. I'm like, she's got to come home. Well, at the same time that I was bonding with Lunabelle, and she's the one that chose me, then at that same time, my husband was getting attached to one of the other little girls, and my son was getting attached to the only boy. So I wound up looking at the lady. I go, do you want to offer bundle discounts? She's like, I'll try and give you guys $100 off for each additional puppy, or for each puppy, if you take more than one. And so we wound up bringing home 3 puppies. I've completely lost my mind. I'm like, what was I thinking? Triplets. Hey, Miss Zaza, how you doing, sweethearts? Like, you know how they say don't ever go grocery shopping when you're hungry? Yeah. Don't go look at puppies when you're grieving. Oh, awesome sauce, Don. So, just curious. Hey, Mama Debbie. So sorry I'm late. Was getting my therapy and cooking. I'm here. No worries at all. Yeah, it is, Brenda. It is really good paper. I love it. I'm like, I don't even want to try any other brand because I love this brand so much. Let's see. Do. I can just hear Mama Debbie hollered, Michelle! So silly. Let's see, make sure I didn't miss anybody, because... Alrighty. Let's see, I have two 3-year-old corgis, and they wear me out. I would get another one, but hubby says no, he takes care of them when I travel. Yeah, then it might just be too much for him. I just has a piece of yellow cake with chocolate frosting. I'm on a sugar high. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'll be having some German chocolate cake tonight whenever after dinner because my hubby loves his German chocolate cake, and we got German chocolate cake for him for his birthday. And then, not knowing about it, my Dr. Grandma trying to have sent over an entire sheet of yellow or of lemon cake for him for his birthday. I was like, oh my goodness gracious. I'm like, she kind of put me into a diabetic coma, and I don't even have diabetes. Or a sugar coma, one of the two. I don't know which, but whew, goodness. Let's see, the Carol Doak paper can be a bit pricey, so I only use that on my FPP patterns that have intricate pieces. I just use cheap copy paper for larger designs. Yeah, that's something that you could always do. I mean, to each their own. This is just what I started with, and I really like it, so. When I first got into FPP, this is what I started with, and I don't print out like a whole lot of it, so. So, I mean, a pack of 100 sheets lasts me a really long time. You spoiled yourself. Yes, girl. And there ain't nothing wrong with spoiling yourself. Nothing wrong at all with spoiling yourself or others. My favorite is spoiling others. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Got like this little song stuck in my head. Don't know what it's from or anything, but it's like a little tune that I can't get out of my head. Okay, so now I'm ready for the borders on this one. And then we'll be ready to move on to number 3. There is nothing wrong with that at all. No, man, there is not. Man, I am just like zoom, zoom, zoom all the way through all of these today. Nice and quickly. I love it. Let's see. Here and here. So if I move it down a little bit, we should be good there. Let's see. How is Miss Zaza doing today? And then tomorrow we will be back to our normal time of 10 in the morning for my live streams. Everything's going to go right back to normal. 10 in the morning on Saturday and Sundays, and then by 6:30 p.m. Just a heads up to anybody and everybody. This coming Wednesday night on my live stream will be a birthday bash. Hello, Miss Cheryl. Says, hi, Janelle. Been watching, but was on a call with a teacher on how to help a granddaughter falling behind at school. No worries at all. I hope you guys were able to come to a resolution. It's always really a hard and everything whenever you get little ones that are falling behind. Hard on us and hard on them. But this Wednesday, there will be a birthday bash on my channel because we have a bunch of birthdays. Okay, so we got my birthday is on the 10th, which is Thursday. We got Zaza's is on the 9th. Someone else told me yesterday that theirs was on the 11th. Can't remember who offhand right now. And then we got Tasha, that's on the 17th of April. We're just going to have a birthday bash for all the April birthdays this Wednesday night. Figure about probably about hour and a half to 2 hour live stream. And I'll be making the patriotic thing and all. So there will be sewing. But there's also going to be some giveaways. So stay tuned. Aw, that is so sad, Cheryl. I am so sorry. I am glad that you are there to help her and her brother. That really makes me happy that you're there for them. It's so sad when kids actually want to learn, but they don't have the help or the support from some of the parents. That's very sad. Because there is nothing more precious than a young one's mind that wants to learn. Ooh, this one here was cut thin. Woohoo! And just a minute, we'll have to grab the other ruler because this one is definitely not long enough to do the sides. Or thick enough. Okay, we got another one done. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, Auntie Patricia. Oh, wow. Yeah, that would irritate me too, Cheryl. Oh, yes. Okay, I'm writing that one down, Cheryl, because that's a very important one. Oh, yep. Pat Strawhouse was also on the 17th. That's who the other one was. Okay, so let me write that down. So we got Pat C, got Zaza's on the 9th. Can't remember who was on the 11th. Somebody was on the 11th. Someone told me in the messages that they were on the 11th the other day. I don't remember who it was. So Cheryl's father-in-law will be 95 on the 23rd. So I am going to do a shout out to every one of these people. Every person that has an April birthday. Ooh, Gary is on the 26th. Awesome. Alrighty. Well, you guys just spread the word. There's going to be birthday shout outs Wednesday for the month of April. Go around to everybody. They got to come and hang out and party with us. And man, this would be a gorgeous quilt even if I wasn't doing just as borders. 74 years old. Ooh, goodness gracious. Alrighty. The last one I prepped by doing all the folding. So let's see if we get this one completely finished. My son just celebrated birthday. He's an April Fool's baby. Aww. Happy birthday, little man. How old is he? How old is this little man? Or is he not so little? Yes, it is, Miss Cherie. There's a whole flock of geese going on over here. He's 33. Oh, yeah, he's still youngin'. I can say that because I'm about to be 46. Granted, I'm not super old or anything either, but still. He's still... 20s and 30s to me are like babies now. But definitely tell him that we all said happy birthday, and that is amazing. Mama, I'll always be the baby. Just like I keep telling everybody, I'm the baby, God love me. I love you too, Quasar. He's over here keeps repeating, I love you. I love you. He does that until you answer him. I'm like, yes, Big Bird, I love you too. Yes, Mommy loves you too. Crazy Big Bird. Big Chicken, yes. I knew what you meant, Cherie. I knew what you meant, sweetness. Let's see. I have children that are older than Danelle. That's okay. I don't mind. I'm a true believer of you're as old as you want to be. Age is just a number. It's all in your head. At least until my body tells me otherwise. Had to brag. Middle grandson just made nationals on gymnastics. Yay! Congratulations, Cheryl. That is amazing. I was born old. That's what my mom used to say. Yep, my mom always told me that I had an old spirit. Because I've always related to my elders more than what I related to people of my own age. Yes, ma'am, Mama. It's like I told somebody the other day, I'm like, I am 45 going on 46 in human years. I'm going on 90 half of the days and 12 the other, or 13 the other half. Because there are some days I am very immature. There's other days I'm very mature. And on those 90-year-old days, my body feels like it's like just not playing nicely whatsoever. So I went for my x-ray yesterday of my neck and my shoulder because I have done something to mess up my shoulder. I do not know what, or at least I thought it was to mess up my shoulder. Turns out it's actually in the lower portion of my neck vertebrae that I'm having an issue. It's like my cervical spine portion of C5, 6, 7. So I gotta wait till my doctor is in the office on Monday and see what she wants to do next. So I'm like, yay, me. Yes, Mom. Some days there are occasionally days where I act all like completely old and crippled and cranky, and it's like one of those. I feel like there are days where it's like I feel all cranky and everything, where I just want to start yelling out the door, "Get off my lawn, you pesky rats!" to the neighborhood kids. And granted, there's no neighborhood kids on my lawn, but that's how I feel on sometimes. No, 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 Nikki. No, I'm not claiming that. That's not mine. Nikki goes to no. I just took my dogs out. Your weather is down here in mid-Missouri. You can have it back. No, thank you. No return to senders. No refunds. There's no refunds. Cannot accuse me of being an Indian giver. I'm not having nothing to do with taking back. All right, Mama Debbie. Talk to you later. Yeah, It's actually been to a point where it's like I can't move my head certain ways. Like I can't turn it much further than this right here in that direction. I'm fine with this direction. I just can't really look much further than this right here without having to turn my entire body. And if I move my arm a certain way, then I feel it up in my shoulder and my entire hand and everything gets like super weak from it. But I will be completely fine. I'm hoping that it's just going to be just physical therapy, a pinched nerve, and some physical therapy would do it some good. So I'm hoping for. Because I really don't want to have to go through another surgery, especially in my neck. Because I don't want to take time off work. I don't want to waste PTO time. I got a quilt retreat coming up in October. I have plans. I have quilts to make. I got things to do. Fun to have. I especially realized it while I was holding Luna today for so long at the vet office because my arm was getting like really painful on that one shoulder from holding her. I'm like, and she does not weigh a lot. I mean, she only weighs like 8 pounds. We get a nice spring for a good few days. I'm going to love it. Girl, I believe it. We're going to be in the 30s and 40s for the next week at least. And it is going to be yucky. But it is what it is. What are you going to do? Me? Not much. When it's yucky, I just count that as sewing time. Big bird. Big bird. Big chicken. Well, see, Cheryl, I shouldn't have to have one then, because you've had enough for all of us. I'll just tell my doctor, I'll be like, listen, one of my viewers says she's had enough for all of us. I don't have to have it. Like, but Miss Cheryl said I don't have to. For some reason or another, I don't think my doctors are going to believe me on this. No, we're both really tired, Auntie Patricia. Tomcat, which is the nickname I gave my husband, guys, for anyone that don't know. He's been having a really hard time sleeping, so we're pretty much just staying in this weekend and taking it easy. It's been a very busy weekend. Plus, he's got to work on Mom's card tomorrow. Yes, ma'am, Miss Cheryl. So, I'm going to be working on quilts and housework, and he's going to be working, him and my son are going to be working on some projects that they got. Yeah, it is awful. Love the TENS meter when I hurt, but mine is muscle pain. Yeah, I think mine's nerve. And the TENS unit would help. Possibly. I'm just eager to get a permanent fix for it instead of a temporary one. So just make it go away. Unfortunately, I lost one of my points, but it's not going to be too noticeable, so I'm not going to stress over it. But it is what it is, and I'm not going to worry about it. The important thing is to have it completed and looking good. And small little details like that is not going to be anything that's going to really majorly matter. big bird. Yes, you the baby. I know you the baby. He's so convinced he's a baby. You the crazy bird. You a crazy bird. Yes, you're a big bird, but you're still a crazy bird. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Cheryl says, that point looked good to her. It looks acceptable to me. I would say good, but it's acceptable. And a big, huge, humongous flock. It's going to be how it is. And it's only just like the very tip top of it that's cut off. So, nothing seriously bad. No, you're not getting a treat. You already had a treat. I gave you a treat when I came in here. Crazy. Yeah, crazy. This bird's crazy, guys. He crazy. Yes. I keep threatening him, telling him I'm going to ship him off down to North Carolina to Michelle. That Michelle and Buddy have him. I don't think he's believing me. And Michelle turned around and told my husband, whenever he was in the room in here yesterday, what I said. And he's like, yeah, I don't think so. I'm like, you never know, honey. I'm like, I might ship him down there. He's like, yeah, probably not. I'm like, come on. Let me live in my happy place. I have a quiet sewing room again. I'm like, I miss my quiet sewing room. "25 years ago, I had a fusion in my neck from 3 to 6. Life-changing for the better." Oh, that's awesome. Quasar, Sky, Kiwi, Auntie Michelle says, I love you. You gonna say, I love you? He just automatically quit talking and stared at me, Michelle. Yes, you the big bird. Are you a baby or are you a big bird? Which one is it? You cannot be a baby and a big bird. Are you arguing with me, big bird? Oh, now you the baby? Bye, Annette. Take care, sweetheart. Okay, beginning to relax. Going to sign out for a quick nap. Bye, all. Have a blessed evening. You too, sweetie. You too. I could not even pick up a pencil. Oh, wow. I am so sorry you had to deal with that, Brenda. Yes, you the big baby. Yeah, it's a big baby. Let's see if I can... No, it's already moving. I can already feel it moving. I'm just gonna have to do the pen thing. Pinning every single piece can be a pain in the booty, in my opinion. So I'm not really crazy about pinning. But my pieces come out good, so I can't really complain. I mean, I can, but, you know. I'm going to force myself back into my sewing room so I can work on drop diamonds next. Awesome! I cannot wait to see what everybody's looks like as they get done. And please, 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 make sure you post pictures. If you're doing the drop diamonds, post pictures over on the Ying group. I would love to see it over on the Ying Facebook page. I don't think so. Quasar. Hey. Stop. Bad bird. Bad. We don't screech. He's like, yeah, we do. 2-year-olds. Permanent 2-year-olds. Anybody that wants a bird is crazy. My sewing space used to be nice and quiet. And then my son asked for a lovebird. I was like, yes, no problem. We'll get a lovebird. You can get a lovebird and put him in my sewing room so that way there it's away from the cat. And that's how I know I got 3 birds. I don't know how that happened. Besides the fact that I got suckered. He knows I'm just talking smack, Auntie Patricia. He looks at me, he goes, uh-huh, yeah, sure. He's like, listen here, you crazy lady, you won't even open my door. I don't have a whole lot to do with him because he's not nice. No, you're not. You're not nice. You like to bite. And I know that's just him being a 2-year-old testing the water to see what he can and cannot get away with me. I'm just like, yep, nope. You are going to be your father's responsibility because you're your father's bird. And I talk to him a lot through the cage. And I do open the door to give him treats. I just don't handle him. Hi, big bird. Hi, big boy. It's a big old quasar. Holy smokies. It is 4:30. Okay, so I'm going to finish up this block really quick because we're almost done. Only got one more little flying geese up there to do, which I've already started on. And then the 2 borders. See what happens when I get to talking? Y'all get me busy talking, and I lose track of what I'm doing. Or I lose track of the time. Not really what I'm doing, because I know what I'm doing. Let's see. Same way you ended up with 3 puppies. Yes, girl. Oh, now you pop back up in here? I know you've been lurking, little girl. But now you pop back up in here and get all sassy? I wasn't grieving over a lost bird when we got these 3. I got a sucker because my son was like, Mom, can I get a lovebird? He's like, I would really like to have a lovebird. I'm like, yeah, one lovebird in my sewing room. It's not going to take up much space. And lovebirds are not super noisy. And shoot, his lovebird you barely ever even hear. The only one you really actually hear is the little chirping that you'll hear Sky do. And the squawking that you hear Mouth over here doing. Okay, now he's getting preoccupied with chewing on his toys. Does anybody know if Joann Fabrics sells the replacement tips for the acorn pen? I need a replacement tip. And if Joann sells it, then I'll go there and get it. I'm just curious if they normally sell it. I know mine has some really good deals on selling bolts of fabric today. And I want to go and get some. I just didn't have a chance to earlier. I had been here the whole time, busy paper piecing, so I had to concentrate. Not a worries at all, girl. I'm just messing with you. Amazon has them. I just put some in my cart. Oh, awesome sauce, Michelle. Thank you. Yeah, because I want to get some so that way I can replace my tip. So I'm not working so hard to get any fluid to come out. You hear him going crazy over here? You hear this? I know I have a really good microphone noise cancellation on my microphone, and it does a really good job of counting out a lot of his screeching. So a lot of the loud, high-pitched screeching, y'all don't ever hear. Alrighty. Now we're ready to do. Hello, Andy. How are you doing? Oh, Awesome Sauce says, what's the count? I am doing some tiny FPP today. So currently we have 4, 5, 6. This would be number 7 done. And then I have, and I got a total of 38 that I need to do of these blocks, of these FPP blocks. So it's going to be a busy week or two, but we'll get there. Slow and steady wins the race. At least that's what I've been told. Let's see. I've been okay. Does acorn work better than flatter? That's what I've been using. I'm not really for sure. So this here was the trial acorn pen that was gifted to me by Mitzi, and whenever it ran out, I just refill it with Best Press. So off of Amazon, I bought this bottle here. Oops. And I keep it down here on the floor. And it is 33.8 fluid ounces of scent-free Mary Ellen's Best Press. I bought it off of Amazon, and I just use that to refill this, as well as to my spray spritzer bottle here. I do about halfway, maybe a little more than half of water, and the rest of the way with Best Press. I had a friend who had a bird, and if it didn't talk to him, he'd tell it off. Oh, wow. Yes, I know, Michelle. Buddy is squawking back at Quasar, laugh aloud. We need to let them zoom again. I see. Yeah, I always have a lot of stuff in my Amazon cart as well. I actually make out a list, a shopping list. Essentially, I have it called labeled as my payday wish list. And it is things that I wish that on paydays I could buy. And it seems like the only things I really ever truly get to buy off of there are the lower price items. I'm waiting for that big paycheck to come through. Not for sure when that one's going to take place, but I'm waiting. Let's see. A ton of stuff in my cart. Already read that. Okay, we'll try and put some fast press on these two seams. Press them both open. Or press them both over. And then do a trim down. And then we will end the live stream. So we're going to get ready to say goodbye in just a few moments. Do the finger press first. And then add the heat. And then the trim down. Alrighty. I got 3 blocks done today, guys. I am so excited. 3 whole blocks. Okay, dokie, guys. Aw, you missed the puppies. Okay, Wednesday I'll bring out the puppies. Right now they're in there resting and I don't want to bother them since they had a rough day by getting boo-boos. Going to take Custard to Mom's. Talk to you later, baby girl 143. 143 by Becca to my love, Auntie Patricia. So, guys, I will talk to you guys all later. Don't forget, come back and hang out with us for the birthday bash, the April birthday bash for this Wednesday evening. I may or may not have some guests on with me, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So, come hang out and bring your party hats. It's going to be fun. We're going to celebrate my 46th birthday, as well as birthdays of all the other April babies in my group. And all of my subscribers and viewers. So, I hope everybody has a wonderful, beautiful day. And if you get out and about, make sure you smile because you never know whose day you can brighten up with a simple gesture.